Welcome back. In today's episode, are you thinking about becoming an entrepreneur? Today's episode is for you.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy.
Today's question comes in from Scott in Manchester. Is that Manchester United? Is that where Manchester United is?
Yes.
Manchester United. Woo, woo, woo. Hi, Scott. Scott asks, what should I study if I want to be an entrepreneur? This is a good question.
Well, hopefully Scott's a United Manchester fan. There are other football leagues over there.
Oh, sorry.
But hopefully he is. You know, first and foremost, and I get this question a lot, is, are you sure you want to become an entrepreneur?
I'm sure.
Yes, you're sure. You're answering for Scott. Yeah. Well, for those out there that are not Scott, really make sure that you understand what it takes to become an entrepreneur. There's so much talk and rhetoric nowadays on, that's the thing to do, and jobs, suck, and that's what you got to do if you want to be like a real baller, and it's just
a baller.
Yes.
Do you know what a baller is?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm a baller.
What exactly is a baller?
A baller is somebody who's got their act together and is killing it.
That's balling out of control.
Oh, well, I don't know about that much slang. Let's get back on topic here.
Oh, okay.
So first and foremost, anything that you'll hear come out of my mouth is you always want to start with, what is your vision for your life? Then design a plan. If you want to become an entrepreneur, make sure that fits into your overall vision. You've got to have that North Star. You've got to have that end point, that end goal. Because I see so many people become an entrepreneur and have no idea what it takes in order to be one. One is, if you're not willing to put in hours and hours and hours of hard work in training yourself and getting your business off the ground, don't do it. It is going to be a very tough road. Now, it's a worthwhile road, and it's something that I've done for the last 16 years, and I wouldn't change it for the world, but understand what you're getting into. One of the things I remember when I was 18, I was looking around and I was looking for books to read about becoming a businessman, to becoming an entrepreneur. And I remember finding a book, and I just found it on my shelf here. It's by Charles Givens. It was written back in the probably late 70s, early 80s. And it's called Super Self, Doubling Your Personal Effectiveness. So that's kind of like where my journey started. But today there's so much information on the web. We didn't have the web back then, that you can find tons and tons of articles on how to be an entrepreneur. You don't need this podcast to tell you how to become an entrepreneur or what you need to study. But this is what I will tell you. You need to figure out in yourself, are you the person that just has a product or an idea or a service that they're good at or they want to sell? Or are you the person that's going to sell the product?
Amen.
So every business, the product of a service has to be sold. Do not get wrapped up in this idea. I'll just create this awesome thing. I'll put it online, and then the world will come find it, and I'll be rich and wealthy. It doesn't work that way. You got to work your butt off, and you've got to sell. Are you comfortable picking up the phone and talking to someone cold? If you're not, learn how to do it. So the resources, there's plenty of them out there, but understand if this is part of your personality. What does it take to become an entrepreneur? You've got to be outgoing. You've got to have a great product. You got to understand your numbers. And so many entrepreneurs don't understand the numbers. You must. If you have any questions about your numbers, send me an email or simply hit me up on Facebook. You've got to understand these. And if you don't understand the various components of a financial statement, do not start a business, period.
But I would say specifically, certainly there are traditional answers to the question, what should I study? Business, People study business.
Yes.
Finance. People study finance or finance, as my father
Marketing.
would say. Marketing. People study marketing.
Absolutely.
Business law. People study that.
Yes.
And all those are good choices.
And colleges now have entrepreneur programs as well.
Colleges now have entrepreneur programs. And I think we talked about something called soft skills.
Yes.
What sort of soft skills you should have. And you touched on them. Being comfortable speaking in front of people you don't know. Being comfortable asking people you do know for money.
Correct.
Being comfortable giving people eye contact directly when you speak. All those things, you need to take an accurate stock of what personality traits and characteristics you already have. Ask your friends the truth about what you're missing that would serve you well, and then learn how to shore up those skills that you have deficits in.
Absolutely. And join groups out there. There's plenty of groups on Facebook and other places for entrepreneurs. So go in there, learn and study from them.
Right. Good luck, Scott.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.